saying Mike Raglan. Are you shorting it up, Raz? Maybe because you dress, you know what I'm saying, you dress cool or whatever. Like, hell no.
Capian music.
And even when I rant, like I've heard people like jokingly say, "No, you a know-it-all." And like I don't know a lot of shit. The more that I go and seek knowledge, the more I realize it's a lot of shit I don't know. Always 1,000 Michaels everywhere, so just always be able to go Mike Rags, you know, it just stuck. That's how I came up with the Rags.
Kobe was still clearly better than him.
Man, Kobe was on the bench his first years.
And still made the All-Star team.
You know what I'm saying?
And still made the All-Star game his rookie year. Youngest All-Star to ever make the All-Star team.
He won a slam dunk too, didn't he?
Boy made it.
He was the youngest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure.
He came in the league with splinters on his ass.
Hey, he quickly earned his stripes.
You know what I'm saying?
This man said OJ, man. I can't forgive you for that. This man said, we're having a conversation of Mike and LeBron, and you bring up OJ Mayo.
I'm gonna say your name in my phone. For real.
I'm telling you, OJ was supposed to be that guy.
What's your real beef with LeBron? Because
I don't have any beef with LeBron.
Come on, Mike. Tell us. You can tell us. It's just us.
You gotta be real.
Tell us, Mike. I'm gonna teach you on this. I'm gonna teach you on this, Mike.
If you don't
Mike,
tell the truth,
you said the fact that LeBron's out is the only thing that made you happy right now.
Yes, because
You know what's crazy about that? You're a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Until LeBron became a Laker.
What?
No,
I'm gonna echo his question.
Because
Where?
the fans
The fan.
that
Okay,
came
it's the
come
fans.
with it.
It's the fans.
It's the stand.
It's the fans. That's what it is.
It's the
It's
fact
the
that he
stand.
can't take the shit talking, bro. You
No,
can't
I don't
take
care
that
about
shit.
that.
Yo, you definitely
I don't care about it. It's another young player that I'm like that with now. I just don't like the standing of it, and that's Luka. I don't believe Luka deserves all of this.
What makes you think that
I believe you are absolutely crazy.
He was an MVP favorite going into.
Do you know why? Listen to me, Mike. I want you to
why?
lean in and listen.
Why?
You take Luka off that squad, what do you have?
That's a lot of teams. You take Dame off of Portland, what do you have?
Right.
You take Jokic off of Denver, what do you have? You see what I'm saying?
So you go- so
you
what-
take Tatum off of the Celtics, what do you
You have the
have?
same thing.
No.
You have a first round exit.
Well, that's what you get with Luka. First round exit 2 years in a row.
You don't even sniff the playoffs without Luka.
Man, stop.
The Mavericks?
If the
Who's
Mavericks-
number two? Who's number
If
two?
the Mavericks, I'm not saying they need Luka, but if they replace Luka with Bradley Beal and let another dude run the point, they'll be just as successful. They'll be just as successful. The only reason the players around Luka and LeBron don't succeed as well as they do is because both of those people are so ball dominant. They are responsible because they take it upon themselves to be for the scoring and the playmaking, right? James Harden, I brought this up last time. James Harden is having his best year in the league. Not his MVP season in Houston. This is James Harden's best year in the league. The reason being is because now he is not responsible for being the leading scorer. He is just responsible for making plays and making everybody around him better. I often equate Luka to like a young James Harden in Houston. The only reason because Luka doesn't shoot a good percentage.
So you said it's James Harden's best year?
This year is James Harden's best year.
So because he's on a team where you pretty much got to play one-on-one basketball. You can't double. Who did that? I'll go. Get that out of here, bro. Shit.
You talking about the Knicks?
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying no one complains about the Warriors being like still being able to see a lot of one-on-ones.
Oh my God,
no.
no.
Spread the floor out. Like no one complains about them having the benefits of not having to see two people at all times. That's tough. That's a lot on the person, and they make everybody is not really capable of scoring on two people that often. Like you have certain people. Like they can.
That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
can score a lot
he's on a team. Like
you're a good scorer.
He can't be on a team and really take them somewhere.
Who?
James Harden.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He took Houston to the Western Conference Finals.
Somebody closer to wildlife is coming in.
So you don't believe that he took Houston to those Western Conference Finals? You believe it was the first year was what?
Who was on his team?
When then Chris Paul got hurt and they still almost beat KD, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green in the Game 7 where they missed 27 3-point field goals.
Man,
like that's like
Harden will never get a ring, man.
Luka won't either as long as he doesn't play with another outstanding.
You know who else won't get one? Dame. Same player you named.
Same premise.
Dame's not getting a ring.
Not without being able to get somebody.
Join LeBron next year.
I'm just saying.
I'll stop watching basketball if that happens. I'll stop. Come on, man.
Why?
Not even LeBron. Not even
y'all either. Where my Lakers people?
Why not stop watching it with KD, Harden, Kyrie? Like that's what I'm saying. It's like when LeBron does it. Oh my God, bro! When anybody else,
that's different though.
KD the greatest player of all time.
You alive?
But no one would ever put KD above Michael Jordan. No one would ever put James Harden above Michael Jordan. Right. No one would ever put Kyrie Irving above Michael Jordan. People sit here and try to put LeBron James above Michael Jordan. So that's why people look at Jordan differently. I mean, look at Bron differently because you are put in a room that only a few people can sniff it. They don't put KD in that room. KD out there with like Karl Malone's and other great players that score a lot of points, but they ain't gonna really be in that room, that Mount Rushmore room. They're not putting KD in the Mount Rushmore room, so it's like, okay.
So because you're getting put in a room, that's what I'm saying, like, you know you're gonna be judged like that.
Right.
Right, man. So because he's still living, is LeBron living up to the hype?
At this point in his career, no, but at one point he was. At this point in his career, no, but at one point he was. They were talking about LeBron being a legit MVP candidate this year, bro. He was nowhere near MVP.
You don't say
MVP?
You don't have nothing to say good.
MVP?
Mike.
So what is the MVP award now?
What you think?
It's a politics award.
What happened when he get off the team?
What happened when if Giannis was out?
No, that's a good question. Mike, answer that one. Answer that one because we saw it this season.
Okay.
Tell me what happened to the Lakers when LeBron got hurt.
When LeBron got hurt or when AD got hurt?
When LeBron got hurt.
Because AD got hurt first. And they started losing.
We're not talking about AD. We're not talking about AD. Okay.
They started losing when AD got hurt and they still kept losing.
No. You remember in the regular season, LeBron had like a high ankle sprain or something like that.
When he leave any team?
AD got hurt before that though.
When he leave any team, what happens?
What you mean?
What happens when LeBron
What's happened to the Cavs?
leaves a team?
What the Cavs doing?
The Cavs. I mean, you
Miami made it to the championship last year.
Against LeBron.
Yeah.
Thanks to the hell.
What I'm saying.
Next time Miami makes it to the championship,
but when LeBron makes it to championships and get his head beat in, y'all bring that up. Jimmy Butler let his team a 10 that was great. How great LeBron is. I'm just bringing up the fact that Miami was still able to make it.
No, you didn't answer the question.
His question was,
you answer the question.
LeBron's left team. What happened to the... Wait.
LeBron comes in, this is what you asked me. So when LeBron takes... I'm answering for you. You asked me.
Don't let him ask it and then you answer it.
Okay. So LeBron, I'm gonna step you through. Just give me simple answers. Okay. LeBron gets drafted to the Cavs, right?
Right.
He stays with the Cavs, has success to a certain level. He leaves and goes to Miami. What happens to the Cavs after that?
Lottery for the next 3-4 years.
Okay. So he goes to Miami, does his thing. Then he goes back to Cleveland. What happens to Miami then?
Still a playoff team. Never missed the playoffs. Eric Spoelstra ain't missed the playoffs since he been there. They still been a playoff team this whole time, bro. With Bam and all these other players. But Miami...
Bam wasn't there when LeBron left.
When did LeBron leave? In 2015?
There's no way they could have had LeBron there
and
still drafted Bam. Thank you. Because Bam was a lottery pick.
What did they do in 2015?
Shit! Because if you got to think about it, you know it's nothing. They fell off is what they did. They fell off. Because you remember D-Wade left. D-Wade went to Chicago.
Yeah,
he went to
all
the
of them.
Cavs. He came on to the Cavs.
He came to the Cavs for a minute too.
Yeah, he left and he went to Chicago and the Cavs. But yeah, they were worse.
All right. So okay, we're stepping through. We're getting
Same
current.
answer.
Right. So when he left Cleveland the second time and came to LA, what happened to the Cavs?
Worse.
Okay.
So when he
Back to you, Tommy.
So when he left the Cavs, this is what you got to look at.
No, I think that's a good point. I think that's a really good point to acknowledge.
But listen, if I was to go and see a plot of land right here, and I go take this plot of land and I build up a championship worth or a nice big building on top of it, and then I go destroy it all, that land is gonna be still just worth what it was when I got there in the first place. It was trash before he got there. It's gonna be trash when you leave because you go and build up this thing. And
what happened when Jordan left? What happened when Jordan left the Bulls?
Jordan was the only piece
I
that
asked the
left.
question. What happened when
They
Jordan
made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
They had everybody else on their team intact. When on the team that was
What you talking about? We left the first time.
When he left and came back and started.
Okay. All right.
Now when LeBron left Miami, who else left Miami? Ray Allen retired, Mike Miller left, Chris Bosh left, and Dwayne Wade left. So we only focus on LeBron's leaving. That made the whole team, like LeBron was the only thing that left that team. If that team would have had everybody else but LeBron, they still would have been a playoff team. When he left Cleveland, Kyrie blew up Cleveland. That's why LeBron even left Cleveland the second time, was because Kyrie wanted to get out of there. He knew that he could not win without Kyrie, so he said, you know what? Let me leave too. Okay. That's when Cleveland got this money. It's not just LeBron.
So you answered all questions saying that when LeBron leaves the team, they go down. So like
when LeBron and everything else that was created around LeBron leaves, team.
Okay, so now going back to the original question, when LeBron is on a team when his first year playing for the Lakers and he got hurt, they were the number 3 seed. Yeah. What happened?
They fell out the playoffs.
Huh?
They fell out the playoffs.
Okay, so now what we're trying to get you to understand with your ignorant ass, you don't be trying to, like, when LeBron is on the team, bro, and he leaves the team regardless if he's hurt.
Chris Paul is greatest than LeBron James. Because every team that Chris Paul is on gets tremendously better, even probably more so than LeBron. Yes, because we're talking about how
show me Chris Paul's hands. I'm about to say, show me Chris Paul's hands. Show me his hands.
You said that we couldn't talk unless we get a ring, but now y'all
show me Chris Paul's hands, both of them. He's got a wedding band on. What else does he have?
You don't have to fix on the team.
He can't sit at
We're
the
talking
table.
about how the win share percentage.
He can't sit at this table.
No.
He can't sit at this table.
Do you care about win share percentage? Do you care about
That's what y'all care about. That's what y'all keep talking about.
But they have rings, though.
LeBron only has rings because of those other players, though. Chris Paul has not had the benefit of playing with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
I want to go back to your question.
Jordan get a ring without
the first year that Chris Paul got another superstar, another backcourt superstar with James Harden. They went to the Western Conference Finals, and the only reason they lost was because Chris Paul got hurt. All right, the next year he goes to OKC, which is supposed to be a forgotten deal because now they got Westbrook from OKC to come over there. They still make the playoffs with Chris Paul, with nobody else over there. Next year, the Suns was just barely fighting to get in the playoffs last year. Now they the number 2 seed in the East. West, and beat y'all ass to get out of there. Right. So it's like, what you saying? Like, Chris Paul's effect on the team.
Are they going to get a ring?
I'm not denying Chris Paul's effect.
His ring is only because health, and he can't stay healthy when he
Mike, can I Mike, you and Chris Paul have the same amount of NBA championship rings.
Right, for sure. And you not a player. Me and Carl Malone. Me and Johnson. We use anything to go against Bron. I'm just saying it's a lot of greats that don't have rings.
You just say anything to go against Bron.
It's something there, Mike. It's something there.
It's something there, but it's not just LeBron. That's what I'm saying. So every time LeBron wins, it's only because of how the greatness is. So every time LeBron wins, it's because of the greatness of LeBron, right? So every time they lose, then it also must be of the deficiencies of LeBron, right? You can't have him being so great that he's the reason that we win, but then when we lose, he is devoid of any of the punishment. Like,
so you just wanted to
get just as much fault. If he is just as much reason for them winning, he has to be just as much reason as they losing.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
So if he got bounced out this first round, I don't want to hear shit about AD being gone because LeBron James had Brandon Ingram. He had Brandon Ingram.
I didn't say that.
He had Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and them number 3 in the West that young get you, as you just brought up. So he doesn't need AD to be a great team. That's what I'm saying. He was there this year, right, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Was he there?
Yeah.
Okay. What did he do?
He do is what I expect.
Mediocre. Right. Bro, he's the reason they not playing right now, right?
Like, bro, you gotta realize.
Is LeBron the reason they not playing? Okay.
18 years, dog.
I actually that's how I started off.
Like, you don't want to off.
Is it because of the age and the tide? You said no. I started off with
it's not.
Okay,
it's
so
not
you bring
18 years. I'm just saying, bro, he's been playing for 18 years.
We don't care because that
you don't care.
That
you gotta take that into consideration.
Why doesn't it matter?
Because I asked him was that a part of why that Brian lost
this year? No, but I'm still telling you that because he's in his 18th season and doing it at a dominant level to where when he fails, everybody goddamn just on his ass, bro.
I understand.
Like he can't have no bad season.
Not when you're supposed to be better than Jordan.
So did Jordan have bad seasons?
In Washington. With the Wizards. Jordan had
you mean full season?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because it was a 145 year. That wasn't a full season.
Came back after trying to play baseball down here for a little while.
That was not a full season.
Ron didn't leave to play no baseball.
Because he can't leave and come back like that.
He ain't coming back like that. He stayed the whole time.
18 years is impressive, man. 18 years in the NBA. Who does that?
It's impressive, but it's more than just being like, it's more than LeBron. That got a lot to do with luck. Not being injured, being able to. All right, that's luck. That has a lot to do with it.
18 years of luck.
No, I ain't saying all 18 years. I'm saying the longevity.
Luck.
What does a lot of great players' careers down?
Injuries.
All right, then. So they don't care about their body as much as
everybody don't.
Everybody talking about how much money
he pays millions of dollars on his.
Kobe been doing that. Ruptured an Achilles, fucked up his knee, and all that at the end of his career.
Who the fuck that is?
Nobody's. That's bad luck. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of niggas suffer from bad luck, and LeBron is a
Mike, what is it?
Even in media.
Mike, look at me. Mike, look, don't look at him. Mike, look at me. Look at me, Mike. What is it? What is it? It's deeper than the fans. What is it, man?
No, bro, it's not.
It's something else, Mike.
He pulling his pants.
Mike, you can't even give this man credit for 18 years at the highest level.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like that's what I'm okay. So I'm supposed to give LeBron all the credit for being.
I'm not saying all the credit. You haven't given him anything.
Okay. I have given him credit. I say he's great. I say he's in the room with the greats. I just said this man is in the room.
Why is he in there?
Because he's great.
What makes him great?
He's a great basketball player.
What makes him a great basketball player?
I'm saying like everything he does on the court.
Like what?
Pass, assist, shoot. Like he can just do everything.
You're OJ. You feel me? Pass, assist, shoot. The triple threat position.
I mean, he can do.
Come on, Mike. It's something, Mike, because you have turned up when you go against Rob. What we have to say?
Because I have to speak so passionately.
This is your time, man.
I'm middle of the way. Like I'm not crazy about LeBron, but I cannot deny this man's crazy. I will speak on it when asked.
I did speak on it.
No,
I think
you know what you did, Mike.
I think people want me to do his nuts like this.
No. I think you could stand to show LeBron a little bit more respect, considering how much I know that you know about basketball.
Jordan, I say he's in the room with Jordan and Kobe. Like how much more
OJ Mayo? Shit. No, no fucking OJ.
I just said that he was getting the same acclaim as
you lost
when he was coming out of high school. That was my only point in that. It's like the media pushed people.
OJ Mayo, why school he went to?
I don't keep up with none of these players.
But you say he was hyped. He was the East Bay magazine.
He was, bro.
The first question you got.
Because folks don't like you keep up with high
school.
That's
what you.
I don't this. Like folks, I know one time somebody asked me because I was like I'm a real big Will Smith fan. Somebody asked me a personal question about Will Smith, and they were like, I didn't know the answer. They were like, oh, you can't be a Will Smith fan. Like nigga, what does that mean? I can tell you, I like what he does when he gets on the movie, and that's my favorite thing about it is how he acts and moves. And TV shows, I don't have to know shit about their personal life to understand what's going on and the magnitude of how great somebody is.
If you gonna sell somebody a car, like, and they ask you, what did this car do? You can't say,
No,
It's not what they start.
Like, what kind of engine this car got?
But
That's the best car in the market right now.
But they ask you But they ask you what warehouse or what factory to put their car together. If you buy a Mercedes and they don't know if it's from the Tuscaloosa plant or another, you're not going to. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care.
The customer wants to know.
I'm not going to care. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not going to care.
That's the difference between your ass right there.
I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to sell you on this thing.
I'm saying
that's the thing. I'm not trying to.
Mike.
I'm just explaining to y'all why I don't fuck with it.
Kobe's better than LeBron. True or false?
True.
Okay.
True.
Okay. I
will always be better than LeBron than me, bro.
Always.
LeBron is at 18 years in the league. There's nothing that LeBron can show me that will make me say he's better than Kobe now. After 18 years, he's had ample time to prove.
What's your fact? Give me a stone. Give me 3.
Why can't we put Chris Paul and LeBron in the same conversation?
No, stop running. Stop running.
All right, then.
Stop
These
running.
are the only 5 facts I need.
Okay.
Right.
So
he got 1 more than LeBron.
Let me ask you this.
All right, that's all that matters.
Because at one point he had 5 more than it.
Yeah, he did.
It was 4 more.
Yeah.
It's 3. It's 2. All right. So what happens if LeBron gets 5? Just saying. Will he be better than Kobe?
Nah, but I might.
So it's not the rings. Okay, so now
he
let's move that to the side.
Have more.
Okay, so let's.
The only person I feel like better than Kobe is Jordan.
So if someone has the same amount of rings as you, right? So now we can sit at the table together.
Yeah, we can have a conversation.
It has to be, if these 3 people sit at the table, it has to be a 1, 2, 3.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Somebody's got to lead the conversation.
Right. It has to be. It has to be.
Okay.
It has to be, because stats and what you can, bro. You have people who do this shit all day long. Kobe is not even in the top 5.
What?
Of all time.
As far as what?
Period. Like, he's not.
I'm like Jason Tatum. If you really having a basketball conversation and you don't put Jordan, LeBron, Kobe in your top 5, then I'm not even really listening to your basketball conversation, because that's ignorant after that.
You can say that, but I'm telling you, your ass is what the NBA.
What the media says. Oh, okay. I told you I feel about the media, bro.
Like, this is the roster. Like this is what they say, bro.
I feel you. I saw a thing yesterday saying John Stockton, the second best point guard to ever play the basketball position.
You can't look up the all time.
That's what we're doing. This is what we're talking about. The all time. We talking about all time greats. So don't you can't.
Okay, so what's your other 2 reasons that Kobe is better?
Kobe can score better than Jordan. I mean, not Jordan. He can score better than LeBron, like easily. Cole's better than LeBron.
Mm-hmm. He has more closers than LeBron. Yes or no?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
Probably not.
All right, because LeBron's got a bigger body of work.
And because he's probably in position more or less than the Kobe.
No. Kobe played 20 seasons, right? Kobe played 20, right?
Just ask the question.
Okay.
But when Kobe played, a lot of times when they was in the finals, they would beat ass. So it didn't come down to no buzzer.
I just asked.
You can only come down to buzzer if your team is only floating enough.
I just asked the question.
Your team, I'm breaking it down because a lot of people say stats and then don't want to bring out the facts.
But what if I say you got more rings than me and I try to break that shit down? You know what I mean?
Y'all try it all the time. Y'all try it all the time. No, I don't.